Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is December the 31st, 2017, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis where we are giving you the news according to the charts, and we appreciate you all tuning in today to see what is forecasted to occur in these cryptocurrencies that we analyze on a daily basis. Being that today is the last day for 2017, you guys can see that the cryptocurrency space ended today in the green, which is a good way to go out on the end of the year. But nevertheless, you guys can still see that Bitcoin dominance is still down in the upper around 38.7%. Maybe in the year 2018, Bitcoin may gain some of that dominance back, but there's a lot of unknowns that we would go into 2018 for a lot of the cryptocurrency investors and the enthusiasts. That I'm quite sure that they're looking forward to a lot of the good things that the cryptocurrency space will allow and give to humanity. But before we get started, you all know that we are not investment advisors and we are not giving you all investment advice, but rather we're here on this channel to give you guys the interpretation of what these price bars and these volume means, because it speaks to us all through a language, and we are the only interpreters of these price bars and volume. To where you can get this information is only on this channel on YouTube. So continue to watch these channels, continue to watch the news, continue to watch our videos to become abreast and also become more confident in your own in particular strategies and trades that you place for yourself, because that's one of the missions for HueFin News, is to allow regular individuals to become their own investment advisors, to where you won't have to be dependent on someone else to place trades for you or to even make money for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the market cap for today stands at around $611.4 billion, which is good. Is now well over 500 billion, which is still good for the end of 2017. You guys can see also that Bitcoin ended the traded day above 8%. You guys can also see Ripple ended the day positive of 5.45. Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash both around 4, almost 5% respectively. Cardano is still making major gains in the cryptocurrency space, up 8.17%. Litecoin as well, along with IOTA, both closed with 5.46 in the green. NAM as well up 8.32. Dash, Stellar, Monero, EOS. You guys can see as I scroll down this particular screen, this website, that all of the cryptocurrencies ended the day in the positive, which is an excellent thing to see, especially when you place your own particular funds in these particular altcoins. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what's going to happen for the new year. So currently you guys can see Bitcoin is up 10.60%. The last trade was $13,650. So we told you on the video yesterday that $12,000 is the support for Bitcoin. If they can keep price above $12,000, then it's expected for them to continue to move higher. And as you guys can see, we received that on today, a push to go a bar for Bitcoin, but it ran across some resistance around that $4,000 area. That's why the bar closed off of the highs today. So the market may just simply trend a little lower in the short term, but overall, looking at this particular daily chart, the market is still looking to trade at best sideways, and the sideways action is going to be between 12,000 all the way back up to and around 15,000. But if the market is really strong, it can come up to 16,000. We can see that occurring for Bitcoin. But definitely we're getting a lot of the market participants trying to keep price above that $13,000 area, and right now they're being successful for Bitcoin. So let's see what's going to happen on this 3-hour bar, see what we have. So as I just mentioned, you guys can see that the market ran across some resistance around that $14,000 area. The volume completely dropped off as Bitcoin came around $14,000, which is an indication that the market is not necessarily prepared to move above $14,000. As a matter of fact, we got a precursors of weakness bar there, and the market since then has traded lower below 14,000. Now, what we can see is that the market finally came back to and around $13,600. That is the support in order for us to see Bitcoin continue to move higher. But definitely we are liking the fact that the market on this 3-hour bars for Bitcoin is not necessarily giving us a drastic push to go down bar, a precursor of weakness at the moment, but we can see it coming back down to 13,200 as well. If this 13,600 will not hold that support, that next area that we're eyeing is 13,002 and then 12,800. Okay, but currently we are liking the fact that the market is still maintaining itself on this 3-hour bars. If it can break $14,000, which we are expecting it to happen, then definitely Bitcoin will come back up to around $14,500 or even $15,000. But let's see what the 1-hour bars is getting us. So currently the market is not tradable because the market is moving lower for Bitcoin at this time. But as we stated, we're looking for support at 13,600 or even 13,004 for Bitcoin. It might even come back down to $13,250 before we'll make a trade in Bitcoin. But at this time, the market is not a tradable coin because we're getting precursors of weakness at this time. But once the market finds support at one of those price areas that we mentioned, then it will be a tradable coin. Bitcoin will become a tradable position. So currently we're looking for Bitcoin in the short term to move lower, and we gave you those price areas for that to occur. But overall, we're still looking for Bitcoin to move higher. And looking at the daily price bars for Bitcoin, we're looking for them to at least come back to $15,000. It might even just come up to these highs, this low here, which was 14,454 at first. But ultimately, we're looking for it to at least come back up to $15,000. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 7.51% last trade, $730, $732. So as we stated earlier, we're getting a lot of precursors of strength bars in Ethereum, and the market continues to confirm these consumption type bars in Ethereum, which is giving us even more confidence that Ethereum is going to continue to move higher. The market continues to move around $680 to $640, but the buyers continue to come in the market and it's able to keep the market above $680 every time. So that's why we're getting more confidence into saying that Ethereum will continue to move higher. And according to the daily price chart for Ethereum, we're looking forward to at least come to 760. Ultimately, it might come all the way back up to and around $800. So let's look at the 3-hour chart. So Ethereum currently is going through an area of resistance around $740 as we're doing this video. If the market cannot break $740, then expect Ethereum to at least come to and around 720. Ultimately, it could even come back down to 700 or even $680. But currently, the market is definitely giving us more precursors of strength, and it might just trade around that $740 area until it becomes less resistance to where it can finally break through and hit $760. So that is currently what is happening right now in Ethereum. The market is simply trying to absorb all of the selling, all this resistance that is occurring around 740. Once that's done, then Ethereum will continue to move higher. But overall, we're still looking for Ethereum to move higher if it can break 740. So that is the crucial point, the crucial decision that we're waiting for in order for us to move into Ethereum. So now let's go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 7.98% last trade, $2,346.40. So again, a lot of these altcoins, cryptocurrencies today ended the day higher. You guys can see that from yesterday, buyers was in the market because today was just a continuation of the buying that occurred yesterday. But for Bitcoin Cash, we can see that stockpile is on today's bar, and the volume is also lighter than what it was the last 2 days. So obviously it wasn't that much resistance for Bitcoin Cash to move higher. So looking at the 3-hour bars for Bitcoin Cash, we're looking at $2,500 as the resistance area. That's what occurred on this bar. Stockpile came in. The market is still trying to suppress price around $2,400 as it's doing now. It might just come back down to $2,300 to find that support area once again, because that has been acting as support in the background for Bitcoin Cash. So the market can come back down there and touch it and then move higher, or you can even come back down to $2,200 and move higher from there. But currently the 3-hour bars is giving us the presumption that the market is going to continue to trade sideways, and then from there it will be able to move higher. So right now we're not necessarily looking for Bitcoin Cash to move higher as we're looking at this chart, but definitely throughout the trading day on tomorrow, if the market can find that support, it will be moving higher. So let's look at the 1-hour bars and see what is occurring for Bitcoin Cash. So definitely the market is giving us precursors of weakness. We're looking for it to at least come back down to 2320 or even around 2280, in and around that area. Okay, if we do not get any support at those 2 price areas, then the next support area is going to be around the lows of these bars, which was around 2240. Ultimately could come all the way down to 2200. But right now the market is giving us precursors of weakness, so we're expecting it to find support around 2320 first, but then ultimately it might come to around 2287, around that 2290, and then 2280 is those 3 price areas that we're looking before we're looking to see Bitcoin Cash move higher. All right, but definitely looking at the daily price chart on a daily time frame, once the stockpile has been consumed from off of this bar, then Bitcoin Cash will be moving probably back up to and around $2,600. So now let's go to Ripple. So Ripple is up 2.76%. Last trade was $1.93. So the market for today for Ripple has been quite wild, chaotic. The market shot all the way down to $1.60, move all the way back up to $2.10, which we forecasted on our video yesterday. Given the fact that the bar closed above the close from yesterday and how the market came all the way down to 160, it's still telling us that interest in the price around $2 is still there for Ripple, and not necessarily to move lower. So at best, we're looking for Ripple to trade sideways. So the 3-hour bars is going to give us that support and resistance for Ripple. So again, $2.10 is going to be resistance, and $1.80 or even $1.70 is going to be the support for Ripple. Now, if Ripple can find support around $1.90, then it's definitely probable that Ripple can move all the way back up to $2.20. But currently, it looks like Ripple is just trading sideways at the moment, consolidating. The volume is also lighter, so interest at this price is waning. So we're expecting it in the short term to move lower, 190, then 180, then 170 for Ripple. But on the daily price chart, we're looking for Ripple to continue to move higher once this stockpile from today has been bought up. Okay, even though the volume is lighter, it can mean 2 things for this particular price chart. It can mean that there wasn't that much selling occurring, or it wasn't that much buying occurring in the market, and either way the market go both ways. But given the fact that the market was able to close from all of the stockpile that came from yesterday, it's given us more inclination that Ripple will at least trade sideways to higher. So now let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 8.17% last trade, $221.38. So again, just like with Bitcoin Cash, you guys can see stockpile came in on today's bar, but the close was above yesterday's close, which tells us that buyers are in control of the market. And right now you guys can see that Litecoin is trading around $221, which is acting as support over the last couple of trading days. So hopefully Litecoin can hold around that $220 area in order for them to continue to move higher. So looking at the 3-hour bars, we're getting some stockpile occurring around 210 to 220, but the market is not necessarily moving lower from that point. So it's telling us that the market participants are buying around 210, 220, and the market found resistance right there around $230. So the market is losing a little interest in higher price at the moment. We're expecting to find support around 220 or even all the way back down to and around $210. But the market for Litecoin is definitely giving us more precursors of strength to at least come back to $240. Might just come to the lows of these particular bars, which is around $233, $235. Okay, so it might just come back up there again if the market can give us a push to go a bar to break through that $235. So which is right here around this high. The market can come back up to there and give us a push to go a bar, then definitely we're looking for Litecoin to hit 240, then ultimately $250. And just like with all the other altcoins, Litecoin from the daily price chart is giving us at least the wantedness to move back up to and around $250. So now let's go to Dash. So Dash is up 7.24% last trade, $990.93. So the market for Dash, just like with Bitcoin Cash and with Litecoin, the bar looks pretty much the same. Stockpile came in on the bar, but at least the bar closed above the close from yesterday. So as we stated in our video yesterday, it just looked like these cryptocurrencies are just going to be trading sideways. It's going to be trading within a range, and that is occurring right now in for Dash. So the market may come all the way back up to $1,100 in or around that area. It might even come all the way up to $1,200. But the volume for today is also light, so the interest in higher prices currently is not there for Dash right now as well. Because you guys can see that 1040 is where that resistance line was for Dash, and the market came all the way up to that area, and you guys can see we're getting precursors of weakness right now in Dash. So the market is still moving lower, expected to probably come around $972. It might come all the way down to this particular low. We can see that occurring, which is $982. So about $10 more, the market can come and find that support. But if you get a lot more weakness, $960 or even $920 is in the cards for Dash. But you guys, as I zoom out of this chart, Dash is simply trading within that range, and that range is right here between 1200 all the way back down to and around 960 or even around $900 is where that support is for Dash. So if the market cannot find that support from this particular low, which was $882, then expect it to move lower and find support, and then it will bounce higher from there. But currently that resistance is 1040. We need a precursors of strength bar to break 1040 in order for Dash to continue to move higher. It's a lot of prior precursors of weakness bars in this background that is hindering Dash from breaking through that 1040. So it's going to take a massive precursors of strength bar to break through 1040. Once that occurs, then Dash will be moving higher to about 1080. Ultimately, it could come all the way back up to 1160 or even 1120. So now let's go to Neo. So Neo is up 0.55% last trade, $73.40. So we forecasted Neo to move higher, and it did that today. Went all the way up to $77.96. Stockpile came in on the bar right there around $76, which has acted as resistance in the background. But overall, it's still good to see that Neo was able to close above the close from yesterday. So looking at the 3-hour bars, you guys can tell that that resistance area is around $77.50. That's where stockpile came in on the bar, and the market is losing interest. So currently, just like with all the other altcoins that we analyzed so far, the market is moving lower to find support. Once support is found, then the cryptocurrencies will be moving higher, and right now it might come all the way down to $72.50 or even $70 for Neo at the moment. But definitely, just like with the other altcoins we just analyzed, if Neo cannot give us a precursors of strength bar above or through $77.50, then it will not be moving higher. So currently it tried, it wasn't successful, so now it's going to find support again at one of those price area I mentioned, and then it's going to try to come back up there again. But this time, the next time, we will need a precursors of strength bar, like a push to go up to break through $77.50. And if it's not, then it's going to bounce and move lower once again. So overall, Neo is looking to trade sideways until we get that precursors of strength to break through $77.50. So now let's go to IOTA. So IOTA is up 5.85%. Last trade was $3.46. So the daily price chart for IOTA is pretty much like we've been saying the last two videos. IOTA is just simply trading within a range, $3 all the way up to $4. The notion continues. The market did close above the close yesterday, so it might move a little higher once the stockpile, just like with the other altcoins, becomes consumed. Then IOTA will continue to move higher, but right now we have stockpile there, so we're expecting the market to move lower. So the support for IOTA could first come around $3.40, but ultimately could come all the way back down to $3.20 for IOTA. And if those two price areas will not hold, $3 will be the next area that we're looking at for IOTA to find support and bounce from there. But currently that resistance area is around $3.60, in or around that area for IOTA. Sound like a broken record. If we do not get a precursors of strength bar above that or through that price, then IOTA will continue to trade sideways to lower, and we're giving you those support areas for IOTA. But as I zoom out, you guys can see how IOTA is just simply trading in a range, which is a very good sign. And every time the market comes back down to that support, it bounces from there. So our analysis is for them to continue to trade sideways, and if we don't get that precursors of strength bar to break through $3.60, then IOTA will continue to move lower. So the last one for today is going to be Monero. So Monero is up 6.34%. Last trade is $324.42. So you guys can see that the volume is definitely lighter than what it's been the last 4 or 5 trading days. So it wasn't that much selling occurring today in Monero, but we still have stockpile on today's bar. So the market is giving us the indication that it's going to be moving lower, and we're looking forward to at least possibly come back. It already did it to come to that $320 area, so that might be the support for Monero, and it might move higher from there. But if not, then the next support area that has been defined is around $300, and that's it's about $24 from where it currently is trading now. The volume for Monero, though, as it's moving lower, is very light, especially on 3-hour bars. It's telling us that there's not that much interest to bring price lower, but $340 is that resistance for Monero. And just like with all the other altcoins, this is today's theme for our analysis today, is that these cryptocurrencies need to give us a precursor of strength around that resistance area that I mentioned. And for Monero, it is 340. We need a push to go up bar in order for Monero to continue to higher prices. If not, then it will trade sideways below 340 all the way back down to $300. Okay, the market can even come all the way down to 280 if the sellers come back out into the market, but currently they are not being reflected on these last 2-hour bars. I'm sorry, 3-hour bars. So that's our analysis for Monero to end our analysis for 2017. Appreciate you all watching and subscribing to this channel. We have a lot more bigger things ready and prepared, trying to get them ready for 2018 to allow you all the opportunities to learn this language, because it's very powerful and it gives you the understanding of what is occurring on these price charts without using those indicators that so many other charters use in their charts, just to confuse you and give you that analysis paralysis to where you freeze on trying to make a buy or a sell decision. We are not confused because we eliminated the confusion from these charts. We just look at the price bars and the volume. That's all you all need in order to make your trading successful. So wish you all a prosperous 2018. As always, stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.